Peace family, this is Shantae and this is my weekly video, Healing in Place. I'm just going to do a little something different today. I decided that I was going to speak even when I am not feeling my best, because I want people to see the authentic person, and the person just like you who may be going through trials and tribulation, anything, or just feel like you're at your end. You know, that lives in our bodies. I want to talk about betrayal a little bit, because betrayal lives here. You know, if you've ever been betrayed, you know those feelings don't just go away like that. And as I've been studying somatic breath work, I understand that it has to be released. I went to a place called the Ragery. And what I want to say, it was one of the most exhilarating experiences I've ever had. You know, as Black women, everything that they are, when they say it about us, it's always in the connotation of she has an attitude. You know, she's a bitch. You know, that strong-willed other would be a go-getter, but I would be aggressive, constantly have to be tone policed, etc. And a lot of times we have to swallow our anger. We have to swallow what people say to us. Now, what happens if you don't let it out? Like, if I really want to say what I want to say, then you probably wouldn't have a job, right? You probably would be in situations where it can get out of hand. The only thing that we can control is ourselves. But that not saying things that you really want to say, that has to go somewhere. So you have to get it out your body. So I visited a place called the Ragery, and I would recommend it for every Black woman. At the sound of my voice, go to the Ragery. It's a place where you can go and let out pent up anger and aggression. And you never know what is living in your body until you're able to express it. It was amazing. You know, people from all walks of life was there, and you actually get in a room. You get to blast your music, whatever you want. They give you they have a Bluetooth. You put your music on, and you just break shit, for lack of a better words, right? So you pick your choice, and I was told you can bring your own glasses and plates. So they give you a certain amount of glasses, certain amount of plates. You can get a TV, a monitor. They give you a bat. They give you a golf club. You have tires. You can throw things, but you're in a controlled environment and you're safe. Nobody's getting hurt. You have protective gear. You have your goggles. You have your hat, your head. I would just say make sure you watch your feet, because you don't want to slip and fall, because there is broken glass everywhere. But, and they recommend people with certain, ailments not do it, but they do make you sign a waiver. But the fact is that I was able to go to this particular place called the Ragery and just break stuff. And you don't know how liberating that is. And you don't know what's pent up in here. All those things that you didn't get to say, all those times that they called you aggressive, combative, she's hard to work with, her tone, whatever it could have been that people may have told you in your working career. No matter where you are, in across any sector. This is not specific to corporate. This is anywhere where you may have been oppressed on a job. I think it's great for young people. You know, I want to take my son. I think you have to be 18 and over. Rage release opens space, and it exposes tenderness. After that, you can journal, give yourself a hug, be gentle with yourself, talk about how it felt to actually maybe say those things that you couldn't say to that person, or move that rage out of your body, or that anger. And it really, really helps. So that's what I want to offer this week on Healing in Place. I hope that you are having an amazing week. I will be back next week with some more videos as well. But I want you to keep your peace and know that you are worthy. No matter what anybody says, you're already worthy. Out of that job title, out of that performance review, you are already worthy. You are and you're already enough. So this is Shantae saying, and I'm not being paid by anybody. This is Shantae. I'm not a sponsor for the Ragery. I just want to offer that that's what really helped me. And that's what my channel is about finding out information, teaching information that save our lives. So if you haven't subscribed already, please like, please subscribe, and I will see you next week. Have an amazing rest of your week. Peace, everybody. Thanks for listening.